Hello everybody and welcome to Alicia's Creative Paradise. I'm Alicia and I wanted to show you the design team project that I finished for December for Sweetpeacuriosities, and I chose the doors kit and a collage kit, which I'll link below. So I mixed the two together with various other papers, and I want to go ahead and show you the journal here. So the closure is a sari silk closure, and what I've done is I went ahead and put a tassel on here. I put a bow at the top, and that's what it looks like. And I've got various beads on here, little shiny beads and ribbons and some seam binding and some rickrack there. And here's the back. It's a soft cover. I've taken the printable and I printed her printable onto fabric, and I put batting in between. And I had a vision in my mind of how I wanted to do it when I saw her kit with the doors. I really loved the doors and thought they were really pretty, so I wanted to turn them into fabric. So I've taken this set of doors that she had and printed it onto fabric, and I backed it with the other printable, and there's batting in here. So these doors are soft and they open up like this, and there's a pocket in here. So there you can see the inside there. So you can put photographs and all different kinds of things in there. And I've put two dangly jewels as the handles, and put a little bit of vintage lace around the edge. So as you can see, I stitched around the doors, and I put this trim right here, this cotton trim around the stitches to give it a more rustic look. And I just love how these doors came out. So I did sew them onto the cover. This was the cover without the doors, and you can see how it goes across there. So I just stitched the doors onto the cover and they open like that. So I've got these pieces of ephemera from that kit, the collage kit that she had, and there's this one, there's that one. So she's got journaling cards, and here's a piece of a tablet that's I've distressed, and use some vintage lace as a pocket here. And then so it just opens up like this. And I put some more of that vintage lace here for a tuck spot there, and I've made just a booklet here with these tags, because you get the large tags. And I've used avocado dyed paper, and she also had another kit of vintage receipts and some vintage papers. So I just chose from there, and you'll see them throughout the journal. Here's a doily, paper doily, and I did have to trim the top, which I'm okay with that. I like it. I also used her lace kit. So I have several different ones. Every one of the kits I used of Sweet Pea Curiosities I will list below. Here's one of the pockets, and here's another door, which I love this one. It's pretty. Postcard, some real pretty lace, and I did some fussy cutting of the kit. Here's another one of those printables. And here's just some more, a door, postcard. And here's another one of those vintage pages that you can get. Some real pretty ribbon here. It's real like holographic. It's real pretty. And I just put lace hanging down here with my tab kit. I use my tabs so that I can put dangles on. And put a grommet in there. Okay. And so here's one of the tags. I've backed it with coffee dyed paper and sewed around it. I just made this page into a pocket that has some lace hanging at the bottom. And here's a coffee dyed handmade envelope out of her. You can barely see it. It's very vintage, the digital there. So just made that into a envelope. Some pretty lace. Here's like a ledger. There's like a receipt of some kind. Some pretty vintage lace. Here's a triangle pocket that I've turned this way with a door in it. Another little pocket. And then I've used this vintage table runner at the tops and the bottoms. A few pieces of those. Here's that beautiful lace kit. I love that kit. And I made a fabric envelope out of her kit. This is what you're seeing on the cover. And so I had this left over, so I decided to back it with some cream colored fabric and put these pieces in here. This comes in the doors kit. So that just is holding some ephemera. And I love this pretty button. So that just goes up here with a bull clip. Another receipt, some avocado dyed paper. This is her lace kit, and this is my tab that I printed her printable on. Here's another large pocket that you get. So it just slips into the top, and because of the way the pocket's made, I was able to attach it like this, and it just pulls down, and I used this flap as a tuck spot. And then it just flips back up. And when you flip the page, there's here's the other side of that pocket. So I just filled it up with all the tiny pieces of ephemera that comes in the kit. Get a key. And I thought that was cute to have a little loaded pocket there. Tuck spot. Here's another lace. Here's a fussy cut rose from that kit on this lace paper. Here's a receipt. And this is also part of the doors kit. I just have it wrapped around. I love that bird cage. That's really pretty. And here's another tab with some real pretty beads. Lace kit, avocado dyed paper, and she had bookmarks in that kit, so I just used them as tuck spots for the journaling cards. And I had a leftover piece, so I put it up here at the top and just put a ticket and a couple of little pieces. And then here's this one. I love that one as well. And here's the center of the signature. This is one signature. So here's some fussy cut doors, and these are pockets that can be attached if you wanted to. So I just put them in here. And I do have a leftover piece of this is part of the doors kit, and I wanted to make a smaller journal with this door right here. So I thought about, constructing another journal with this and embellishing that. But this is how it comes out when it's printed on fabric. So I have this left over, and I'm going to be using that. You get these corner pockets here. Here's another pocket. And then I went ahead and made some little envelopes out of this pattern paper I got from the thrift store. And it's wonderful paper. It came on a roll. And it's just perfect for making these envelopes. So I was really glad to get that. I paid 50 cents for that big roll. So I just tore up some doily and put it on the back. There's a little piece. Put some trim on it. I like the way these turned out. Tiny little paper clip. Here's another corner pocket that I've turned this way. There's another part of that lace kit. It's so beautiful. And I put a little safety pin with some beads on it right there. And you get these lamp posts. There's a couple of these in there, which are really, really neat. So I went ahead and put it on here. Just inked it up some. And here's another part of the lace kit. There's a butterfly. And here's a cluster that I used my tiny attacher. And it had a little bit of this embossed paper that didn't go all the way through, but I really still like it. And that's what it turned out like. Some music paper, pattern paper, and this real beautiful door. So I really like the way that looks. Alright, here is the second envelope. And you get these little wax seals in the kit too. So I just put some ephemera in here from the kit. And this one, I just made it into a flip over, and you can get to this side as well, but it flips over like this, and it's like a tuck pocket. This is part of an envelope, and I put more ephemera in here from the kit that I fussy cut. And so there's just some of the pieces. You can actually use these to embellish around photographs or whatever you want. But I really like the way this looks. Another tab. And then there's this door here. I've got it on this tiny little bull clip. A cluster on the top with a butterfly and lace and some vintage doily. There's an old receipt paper. And I just attached it like this. And here's the other lampstand, which is really pretty. And here is another vintage receipt, some coffee dyed tracing paper, and here's the other part of that half page with pockets and the lace trim. And I just fussy cut this door with a rose, or with this flower. And here's the back with another door and a tag. Here's the other doily, and this is a pocket back here. So can put anything back here. And there you have it. This is my design team submission, and I love it. I love the way it came out. I love to be very creative with her digitals, and I hope you like it. It'll be in my Etsy store if anybody is interested in purchasing it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back on with the promised soft cover collage. It's going to be a journal, and I'll show you that. Let me just show you. Give me 1 second here. We're going to be making something like this right here, and this is not completed, but it will be a journal, and this is what it looks like. And I was going to put beads and buttons and just embellish this. And here's the inside. This is the batting, and this is where you can see where I sewed. And this is what I would like to do on my next video. And the sky's the limit on these. You can make all kinds of these, and they're beautiful. I just love this so much. And so we'll go into more detail of that. So if you want to do it with me, start gathering up little pieces of fabric and trim, and we'll do that on the next video. Thank you so much. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.